Howdy Cowboys Nation. Join Lone Star Legends TV for all things Dallas Cowboys. In a rather unconventional offseason, the Dallas Cowboys have navigated the past few months with a steady hand, opting for stability over splashy moves. Notable for their conservative strategy, the Cowboys have focused more on retaining their existing roster than making significant additions. This approach has led to the departure of several longtime contributors, sparking a mix of curiosity and concern among fans and analysts alike. Despite this quiet period, the Cowboys' coaching staff and front office seem confident in the team's current lineup as they gear up for the 2024 season. The prevailing sentiment in Dallas is one of cautious optimism, as the team believes in the potential of their existing players to step up and deliver when the new season kicks off. However, the reality remains that the Cowboys have several areas that need bolstering. Publicly, the higher-ups may not acknowledge these gaps, but the numbers don't lie. With just under $3.9 million in cap space, according to overtHecap.com, the Cowboys' options for significant signings are limited. This financial constraint means any new additions will likely come from the bargain bin, a situation that could change if the front office decides to tweak its strategy. Amid this backdrop, a tantalizing suggestion has emerged. ESPN's Matt Bowen recently floated the idea of the Cowboys signing former New Orleans Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas. While Thomas's current form may not mirror his peak years, his potential addition brings an intriguing mix of risk and reward. Back in 2018 and 2019, Thomas was a force to be reckoned with, earning first-team All-Pro honors and being named the league's Offensive Player of the Year in 2019. Unfortunately, injuries have since hampered his performance, with Thomas failing to surpass 448 receiving yards in a season since his stellar 2019 campaign. At 31, he may not reclaim his past glory, but his experience and skill set could still be valuable, particularly if the Cowboys can secure his services at a reasonable cost. Currently, Dallas's receiver depth chart is headlined by CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks, both proven talents. Beyond these two, however, the team's pass-catching core is relatively inexperienced. This is where Thomas could make a significant impact, offering veteran savvy and depth to a unit that could benefit from his presence. In 2023 with the Saints, Thomas recorded 39 receptions for 448 yards and 1 touchdown over 10 games. If he can deliver similar numbers as the Cowboys' third receiver, it would be a welcome addition, enhancing the team's offensive options and providing a reliable target for quarterback Dak Prescott. Dallas Cowboys fans are no strangers to high expectations. Each season begins with dreams of playoff glory and Super Bowl contention, and the 2024 season is no different. Yet, the lack of high-profile signings has left some fans feeling anxious. The departure of familiar faces like Ezekiel Elliott and Tyron Smith has added to the uncertainty. Will the current roster, largely unchanged, have what it takes to compete at the highest level? This is the million-dollar question. The offseason hasn't been without its bright spots. The Cowboys managed to retain key players like Dak Prescott and Trayvon Diggs, ensuring that the core of the team remains intact. Additionally, the coaching staff, led by Mike McCarthy, has expressed confidence in the development of younger players, believing that the team's internal growth will compensate for the lack of new signings. This internal development strategy is a gamble that could pay off handsomely if players like Micah Parsons and Tony Pollard take their game to the next level. However, cap space remains a critical issue. With less than $3.9 million available, the Cowboys' hands are tied when it comes to making significant signings. This financial constraint means that the team must be strategic, focusing on value signings that can deliver the most bang for their buck. This is where the suggestion of signing Michael Thomas becomes particularly interesting. Adding Michael Thomas, even in a diminished role, could inject new life into the Cowboys' offense. Known for his precise route running and reliable hands, Thomas could be the perfect complement to Lamb and Cooks. His presence on the field would demand respect from opposing defenses, potentially opening up opportunities for other players. Yet, the risks associated with signing Thomas cannot be ignored. His injury history is a significant concern, and there's no guarantee that he will return to his former Pro Bowl form. Additionally, integrating a new player into an established system always comes with challenges, and there's a chance that Thomas might not mesh well with the existing chemistry of the team. The potential signing of Michael Thomas presents both opportunities and challenges for the Cowboys. On the positive side, Thomas brings a wealth of experience and a proven track record that could help mentor younger receivers and offer a reliable option in critical situations. His addition could also inject some much-needed depth into the receiver lineup, providing Prescott with another weapon to exploit defenses. On the flip side, there are valid concerns regarding Thomas's recent injury history and declining performance. Investing in a player who may not return to his peak form carries inherent risks, especially given the team's tight cap space. The Cowboys need to weigh these factors carefully to avoid a move that might not yield the desired returns. Ultimately, the decision to sign Michael Thomas or not will come down to the Cowboys' assessment of risk versus reward. It's a delicate balance, and one that could significantly impact the team's fortunes in the upcoming season. We want to hear from you. What do you think about the Cowboys' off-season strategy and the potential addition of Michael Thomas? Do you believe this conservative approach will pay off, or should the team be more aggressive in filling its roster gaps? Let us know your thoughts. Do you agree with signing Thomas, or do you think the Cowboys should look elsewhere? We want to hear from you, share your opinions and let's get the conversation started.